Hello and welcome back to I guess gameplay. What is this? A gameplay, a voiceover. That's what it is. Yeah. So this is my first Hyperscape win, and if you'd like to see more, I have more videos, but I'm just gonna keep posting Hyperscape, Apex, Fortnite, whatever I want to play. Maybe even Fall Guys, because you know Fall Guys is fun now. And yeah, so I'm gonna start by breaking down what weapons I like to use and when. So at the beginning, I like to start with either a Hexfire or a Harpy, just depending on what I see the most. So if I see like 2 Harpies, I'll grab those. But if I see like 3 or 4, not even 3 or 4, like 2 Hexfires too, I'm going Hexfire because of that unlimited ammo. Or not unlimited, but like mainly unlimited ammo. And so this is the first guy I see. I'm running up to him, but I don't want him to hear me. And I watch him do the slide into jump on that, what is this thing called? Like a little like pad, almost like launch pad, I guess. I don't know. It launches you up in the air, and I know that sliding jump stops you from going up rather than, what is it? Rather than, flying just straight up. You just bounce up a little bit, and I know I can hit this guy with the riot shots. So I just hit those riot shots, laser him with the Hexfire, and just keep rotating over. I know for sure I was just trying to to jump up on that ledge, but I was trying to see the triple jump event and work on that. Right now I'm just looking for more upgrades because I want that Riot 1 legendary. You know, that thing's a beast. That like 60 headshot. I mean, that's insane. I see the Harpy and I'm kind of wanting to take it, but at the same time I'm like, I need that Riot 1. I'm good with Riot 1. And I'm just like, you know, I'll keep the Riot 1. And I just keep rotating. I'm trying to find that one. I'm trying to find heal upgrades. I know that for sure. I was trying to find heal upgrades because I love that heal, like 4. It's so fast to put down and just heal real quick. But I know I need to just keep rotating over if I want kills. And that's what I keep doing here. I keep rotating. I want to get on this big loop thing, I guess is what it's called. It's like G loop or whatever. I want to get on top of this just so that I have a vantage point on anyone I see. I thought there might have been someone on the second loop because I saw shooting a while back. I'll go up to the top loop for sure. And I'm just like, okay, so no one's here. I'm going to use this as a vantage point to see if I see anyone and be aggressive, but then I didn't really see anyone, so I use my ball to rotate because I have that legendary, not legendary, it's like, I guess it is legendary, and I see the supply crate. I'm like, okay, so if there might be a health in here, but it was terrible. It was like D-tap, no one likes that, and teleport, and I didn't need that. And I see that shooting, and I'm like, I got tagged once, and I was like, okay, so there's someone up there now, and I hit those Riot 1 shots just to get those little Riot 1 shots in, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go push this guy. I just hit him twice, basically took off all his health, and I see that other guy go up there, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't push this, and then I'm like, you know, I'll just go out of my ball, and then I see them fall off, and so I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna take the one that's on height, because I don't want to fight the one who's on height, and then I'm like, okay, so I've weakened him enough, and he doesn't seem as good as the other one, so I grab his stuff. I'm like, okay, a health, Hexfire, 2 good upgrades. I see this guy in the corner trying to kill me. I hit those 2 Riot 1 headshots. That, what is that, like 92 damage? Insane numbers of damage. And then I get the Hexfire because you can just spray and pray. But he was okay on movement-wise, but then he's just standing still. Perfect, just laser for the Hexfire. So I just take that Hexfire laser and I go kill him. I get this Riot 1 upgrade. I'm like, okay, so now I'm good on upgrade wise. I need to go keep pushing because I want kills, but at the same time I thought I saw someone in the distance. I didn't. These footsteps are so annoying too, because right here in a second you'll see I hear footsteps, but they're just mine. And you see that slide and jump again? That slide and jump always messes you up if you're trying to hit that. So I'm gonna go up for another vantage point, try to see people. I see one person like in the distance, just take a couple shots at him. Because, like, why not? Might as well. But from there, I'm looking around just trying to find upgrades for heal, because I need that, like, 4 heal. And then I find that Hexfire, and I'm like, let's go, that's what I need. A legendary Hexfire. That beautiful spray. And now I'm looking for, like, other upgrades, but I don't see anything, and so I just keep moving. But for sure, if you want good games, good amount of kills, you gotta go for the 4, the Hexfire, Harpy, Riot 1, or Ripper, unless you like, the Dragonfly is pretty decent, and the Protocol V, I think is what it's called, the other sniper. Those are both pretty good guns, but they're not high tier. So you wouldn't go for those 4 high tier guns that are mid and close. The Ripper is the only one that I would say maybe is not as mid and close. It might be a little bit further away, but it's still a good gun to carry because it's at mid and far, and you want that. Like how the Hexfire can do mid and far. It's just not as good as like doing Riot 1s and Rippers. So I try to keep that close and far. The Mammoth, I think is what it's called, is also a decent gun. I don't like carrying it because when you're sliding around, you can't hit those like good shots unless you're really good with shotguns, and I'm not amazing. So I just try to stay with those SMGs, like wingman-like guns. And here I just keep rotating around. I mean, there was not much I could have done, and I'm rotating to try to find more upgrades, ammo. But I didn't really need ammo, so I would just keep going. I wish you honestly could carry more ammo with a Riot 1, because that's one of my favorite guns. And if you could carry more ammo with Riot 1, that would be insane. You would have... And then I hear these fighting, and then I was like, okay, so this guy's mine. I tagged him a decent amount, and then he teleports out. And then I was like, okay. And then I see him do this. And then I see another guy in the left-hand corner of my eye. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just try to get height here. I tried to get on that little ledge as a second bounce. And I'm like, okay, so there's a guy up here. I'm going to push this guy, because I thought that was the same guy that I fought at the beginning, and it totally was not. He was beasting me. And I'm just, like, trying to dip out, because I got beasted by that guy. That guy had a Ripper, I think, and he was just beasting me from a distance. Or it was a Harpy. But that's just insane how much damage he did to me so quick, so I just had to dip. And because I have that gold ball, I can just constantly spam that after like a few seconds. I didn't know that there was a health event that was about to come, so or I did know at that point, and I was just like, okay, so I see this guy teleport. I'm wondering where he went, and I see this dude come back behind him. I tagged him once. I'm like, nah, it's not worth pushing, because there's these 2 dudes, and if I push immediately, there's these 2 dudes here and that one dude to the left who's gonna third-party them, and then if I try to fourth-party that, I'm gonna get beasted by one of them, and that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm just sitting up here waiting, I guess. I did waste a lot of ammo for the Hexfire trying to push that guy. I see that ball, see this guy, and I kind of want to focus this guy because I think I have shots on him. And I hit him with a headshot, and I'm like, I just kept spamming just to see if I could hit him with extra. And so I'm like, let's just push this guy, because I didn't see a lot of people by this guy, and I felt like this was a worth push. And I mean, it kind of was. It's just taking me forever because I'm not good with the ball hack. I'm terrible, but I lost the game before by not having the ball. So I was like, you know what, I'll just keep it. And I see him, and then I see the guy on the bridge. And then I hear shots. Okay, and I was like, oh, then this was the guy that was, I think, no, this isn't the guy I fought before. This guy puts a wall up, so I'm like, okay, so he's trying to focus me. So I got my ball, and I'm just bouncing up and then rotating around in like a circular motion and then landing on the same spot on that one building. That's what I was trying to do, so that he couldn't hit me as well in air. And then I'm like, okay, so this guy's just squatting right there waiting for me. And then I was like, I'll just fall on him because I have this spray, and I started spraying, and I lost him. I didn't get the kill somehow. And this guy dipped out. I have no idea where he went. 2 people just dipped out. That guy stole my kill, and then he dipped, which was so annoying. Oh my gosh. And I was like, okay, so I'll just steal this guy's stuff, and he didn't have anything I needed besides like ammo. And I was like, okay, so this guy's a bot. I saw this guy, and I just sprayed him. He wasn't a bot. He just wasn't that great at like close range. I hit the heal, as you see, I'm just spinning in the same area because I wanted to get that heal effect. And I hit a headshot, and I was like, do I push that? Because I thought I saw another, and I was like, you know, I want to push it. And, like, worst comes to worst, I die, and I was okay with that at this point. Just trying to go for more kills, and then I see him teleport out. And I see the guy behind me who died a second before. And so I was like, you know what, I'll just sit, because I would rather sit. And then I'm like, okay, so I see this guy who's trying to focus that like 3 dudes, and I don't hit a shot on him, so I'm like, it's not worth fighting this. And then I realized that this is like the last or second to last sector, and I hate being like this close cause with like a million people, because you just get 4th partied and like 5th partied. You just get spammed, and I see that health, and I'm like, okay, I need that. I get that legendary health, and I'm like, okay, so that's nice. And then there's like 6 people left, I think, 4 people. No, it's 6 right now. And I'm like, okay, so I can't get a lot more kills. I don't want to get a lot more kills, but I see this guy just camping, and I hit him with those riot one-shots, and then I'm just like, okay, I need that kill, so I'm just gonna yoink him with the hex fire. And I see this other guy who moved over, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna sit up here, keep my vantage point. And I was trying to see if there's anyone else, and I was like, you know what, I see that, I saw stuff, and I was gonna go for it, but he had a legendary dragonfly and the mammoth, and I was like, nah, I don't really want that. I see the crown. I'm like, okay, so we gotta play this well. I have a gold ball, so I don't need to try to push anyone. And I'm like, okay, so I want the crown, because last game I was lost because I didn't get the crown, and the person with the crown just ran around. I was like, okay, so I see the crown dropping right now, and I'm like, okay, so I'll grab the crown, I shoot out of my ball, then I run over here, try to get towards the center of the map, because if I can get the other 2 to fight, and then I go straight into the ball. I'm getting shot at from behind, but I want to get past this little like bridge thing and turn around. That's what I do. I did it. I turned around, and I got damaged somehow right there in that second. I got damaged from the being out of bounds. And then I'm just like, okay, so these 2, they're trying to focus me, and they're not even paying attention to each other. So I just wanted to go to the edge of the map. When I was like, okay, so I have like 15 seconds, and I kept my ball for all of that time, because I have no reason to leave it. So I'm just sitting here waiting to get pushed by one of them, and then I'm like, okay, so 2 seconds, I'm done. I won this game. And I was like, okay, we won. And then I literally was like, let's go, I won a game. And then I only had 4 eliminations. I wish I had more. I've gotten like a couple 8 eliminations game, but if I'm going just for eliminations, I never make it, like, I never win the game. So I was just like, you know what, let's just win this game. And I mean, we won the game, so if you liked the video, subscribe, like, do whatever, comment. Yeah, so 1,000 damage, 4 kills, won the game.